Oh, I don't know. It's just another update. Brandt wants me to make another video. He wants me to announce that once again, Brandt has used torture devices on me this morning. He's made my skin burn. My skin burns in various places. He chews. It could be my ankle. It could be me on my asshole. He can make it like horrible feelings in my eyes, all by remote control scalar wave technology, voice of God technology. He's got all this technology, and he can get right inside and make it appear that he's talking to me right inside here, inside my ears. It's an incredible technology. It's a torture device, and it's here on planet Earth, and it's being used on me day after day by two shit demons called Brandt and Clancy. They talk to me all day using voice of God, and the good thing about it is it hasn't made me $1 million. It hasn't turned me into a movie star or Madonna or Brianna or any other of those people that you watch on YouTube. It hasn't given me any benefits whatsoever. It's a torture device, and Brant wants you to know, all 12 of you that watch this video, that it gets used on me every day. And Brant wants you to wonder, why are they targeting Bobby? And the answer is because they can. And then they want you to somehow think, somehow I'm special. I'm going to lead the forces of light for the Alliance against the great cabal that runs planet Earth. I'm going to be a great leadership person. I'm going to be I'm your new Dalai Lama, but I'm going to have a tank, and we're going to search the world all over till we find Clancy's Machine, which is a takeoff from Sharky's Machine, a Burt Reynolds movie from like 1980. They are very horrible things, these shit demons, and the technologies they use are absolutely horrible. I talk about it every few days because Brant tortures me, and he wants me to tell you he's still torturing, and he expects one of the 12 of you to watch this video to dedicate your life to finding out where are all of these horrible devices that are being used on random human. He says they're random. They're not. They're targeted people. I mean, I don't know how many other people are being targeted by this machine. I don't know. He wants me to use muscle testing to find out. He thinks he's so smart. He's tied in with a horrible league of he doesn't want me to say demons. He wants me to figure it out. I can't figure it out, Brad. The words keep coming out. For those of you at home, if you haven't seen this before, I'm a targeted person. I'm targeted by invisible scalar waves and voice of God technology all day long for the past 3 years, for the purpose of just showing and demonstrating to no one in particular that these devices are real. And given the fact that they spend trillions of dollars on the military of the United States, you should be able to put two and two together that they've been researching ways of using remote control to it's crowd control devices. If there's ever an uprising, they want to have some kind of a way to stop the people from marching. So they're going to use these horrible technologies on the people marching. The horrible ways of burning you by remote control, getting in your head, making you sick by remote control, a million horrors. But we already know they invented the nuclear bomb. 1945, it's like a long time ago, they had ways of destroying the whole world. So is it a big surprise that they have got these torture devices too? So that they can, target me here in my house or across town, wherever I go, I can be targeted because they've got these incredible anti-missile defenses that can shoot down ICBMs or whatever, or attempt to. I mean, the technology keeps going and keeps going, but defenses against these kind of technologies are not being researched in my head or something. The stupidity of it all is this is probably going to be a video that I'll do again in a couple of days because Brant wants me to keep talking. and say, I'm impotent. I'm impotent against the great military technology of planet Earth. It is doing nothing but torturing humans who didn't do anything to deserve it. But this is the nature of planet Earth. It's never going to end for me, is what he wants me to tell you. And I see no way it's going to end either. It's simply someone's got a horrible technological device that a lot of people have no clue about. But if they watch the movies, they could introduce a technology like this in the movies in about 2 minutes. In 2 minutes, they could show someone sitting at a bank of computers where they've got, my picture and they're just, maybe they're pushing buttons or they push auto. It's an automatic program of torture. It goes through a number of different scalar wave technologies to, put the so-called personalities of whatever they are in my head, torture me for a while, and then give me so much fatigue and fibromyalgia for the rest of the day. I'll be unable to do anything. And then they're going to make sure that I remind you that, people who are supposed to be all love and light, or whatever, the New Age people, are unable to really gather up enough goodness to get rid of the forces of evil on planet Earth, even though they keep getting these messages. I'm supposed to come to the conclusion that all of these people who've got ascension symptoms are actually targeted by these scalar wave voice of God technologies, and the whole world is being put through a horrible scenario called, this is what happens when Armageddon comes to your planet. And no, I haven't been raptured out of here, but day after day they use the scalar wave technologies to torture me. And, this keeps going on and on and on. And none of you can figure out if I'm making this up because I've been marked down as being a comic or something. On my channel, my YouTube channel, it says I'm a comic. And a long time ago, when Rumpelstiltskin was torturing me, he said, "You better, when you tell people about, being tortured by Rumpelstiltskin's demons, you better mark yourself down as comic so they don't put you in the psychiatric hospital. That way, you can say anything if you're a comic, and people are just going to say it's part of your routine and don't pay any mind to the fact that he keeps telling you day after day that I'm getting old and it looks like I've got waddling kind of skin down here. This body is getting older day after day. It stinks because it hasn't had a bath, and it can't go to work because it's got scalar wave attack going on full frequency all day long, causing fibromyalgia and extreme tiredness." Am I repeating myself? This is just what Brandt wants you to know is my life every day. The same thing, pretty much. What does Brandt think of the coronavirus? Brandt says, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not suffering with it. He wants you to know that from his perspective, he is a real personality. From my perspective, he is a real personality. From your perspective, he's another story for girls and boys that I tell you from time to time on this channel. How many more of you are going to go and use Google to look up voice of God technology, scalar wave torture devices? He wants you to go and look at all the conspiracy theories at our favorite site, and then he's going to mark you down as, oh dear, you didn't say what the website was. He doesn't want to tell you that I'm also part of his. It goes on and on and on. Oh, he knows all the words because I used to read about all this stuff at Tom Clancy's books, for example. And he doesn't want to tell you, but they can put thoughts in your brain and take thoughts out of your brain. And isn't it horrible? It's, just like a horrible sci-fi B movie or something. And you can't get out of it. And it keeps going on day after day. If you're still here watching the video, he wants to congratulate you. You learned everything you need to know, because are they coming after you? No, they've already got you figured out. It was written about in a conspiracy theory in the 1970s called a great beast computer that could mind control all of planet Earth, just like what they showed on early episodes of Star Trek, the original series, where they went to a planet and, all the people were told what to do by computerized. I think that's all Brandt wants to tell you today. This is your update, and don't forget I'm a comic. I've appeared on the Comedy Store. I've been on Saturday Night Live. I'll be going to be on Lester Holt's News as being the new hot topic. That is this new comic that can't seem to get past 12 viewers on any individual one of his videos that I'm forced to make all day long, every day, because, it's time to make a video. Who tells me? Well, it's usually Clint or Macti or some other personality that comes in through scalar wave technologies. Are you bored yet?